Hey, what's up everybody? This is Steph back again with a quick review of the Neon Genesis Evangelion Eva Unit 01, made by Bandai. This kit was released in 2007 and it was 3,800 yen at the time. I bought this kit from my local hobby store and while it was on sale, and I got a pretty good price for it. Alright, so let's go over some of its accessories. The Eva has quite a few accessories. It comes with six different types of hands. Two expressive hands, one that's on the kit already, and this one here. I find that these hands are made out of a softer plastic, very glossy, and the hands have a tendency of falling apart, so some of them you might want to glue together. This hand here is for holding something round, probably the Spear Longinus, but this kit doesn't come with that. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe it's Longinus. Oh well. Alright, so here's the Gatling gun, which is pretty nicely detailed. The barrel spins, rotates at least. It has an ammo container with some molded bullets in there, not painted. It connects on just like that. This hand here is for holding the progressive knife, which is there. You also get another progressive knife, but it's made out of one solid piece of plastic. It's for a gimmick that the shoulder has. We'll go over that in a moment. An action base connector for the Bandai action bases. And the pallet rifle, which is in the hand now. The hand that is holding it is the trigger finger hand, and it is the only one that you have, so to share it between both the rifle and the Gatling gun. Also, I'm forgetting that it has the umbilical cable. If you watch Eva, you know that the umbilical cable supplies power to the Eva, and if it is destroyed or disconnected, the Evas have at least 5 minutes of active time to operate. Comes with this AT field, so you can reenact the scene when the Eva goes berserk and ripped through the angels that it was fighting AT field. Some foil stickers, which a few of them I have used, and a few dry transfers I have used also, not all of them. Here is the shoulder gimmick I was mentioning. On the shoulder, this opens with two flaps on the side there, and this opens up at the top. Now that connection point is for this guy here, which is the undeployed version of the progressive knife. On my kit, I have problems with it staying, so I'm not gonna put it on there because it's just gonna fall off. But it's pretty cool that they give you the option to do that, just like in the show. And it closes back up. Also, like in the show, the mouth opens, gives you that berserker rage roar. Also, the teeth are separate parts. It also has the cockpit and the entry plug gimmick back here. It's a pain in the butt to open, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it on camera. So let's just cut ahead and we'll have it open. All right, there we have it open. And that hole there is where the entry plug would go, right there. And I have that right here. So the entry plug would go in, push it down until it hits the hook that's in the inside of here. You can slide that down and push this down to close it back up. Now let's go over some of the Eva's articulation. The arms are connected via ball joints, and they can rotate 360 degrees, have some wiggle waggle. The shoulder pylons here can move off to the side. You're not going to get much out of raising the arm there. Not much at all. The shoulder joint can move forward and back slightly. The chest armor are on hinges, which will allow them to open and close. The head is connected via 2 ball joints, which is right in there. You get some side to side, some left and right movement. The head can move down that far, up that far. It kind of hits back here. And there's also another joint on the inside, which allows the neck to slide forward and back. The chest and the waist and excuse me, the chest, waist, and torso are connected via ball joints. So you have some movement here. The segment here moves along with the green there, which will allow you to have a nice deep ab crunch. There it is, extended back, which is pretty decent. There's some spine detail, which allow the kit to go forward, well, side to side, sorry, and some rotation. The legs are connected via ball joints and another joint on the inside, which allows them to swivel forward and back. Ball joint is connected to the thigh, which will allow for some thigh rotation. Just be careful because they have a tendency to pop off sometimes. The leg can kick very far forward, as you can see, and kick all the way back, even touch the back of his head if it wants to. Excuse me, I'm fighting some allergies right now. The foot and the ankle. Let's see. The foot has some toe tilt, slightly down. The ankle can move forward pretty far, kind of down. The armor here is connected via a hinge and a ball joint, so it can move around just slightly. Ankle could also spin, and I believe that's connected by a ball joint. Yep, and another type of hinge, but since the armor comes down, it blocks the movement. It has some ankle tilt, not a lot, but it's there. The wrists are ball joints on the hands. They're pretty loose, but you could get them in there. And at certain angles, they'll stay pretty good. There's another hinge under this rubbery material, which would allow the arm to bend, but not much. So you get less than 90 degrees on that. I think that's pretty it for the articulation. All in all, I say this is a good kit. It has its issues. The ankles are kind of weak, so you will have to tighten those up. And there's missing paint apps and seam lines. So if you want this kit to look its best, you will have to get rid of the seam lines and do some painting. Great accessories, and there's numerous versions of this kit with more AT fields and other weapons. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. At my next review, I have something that came out maybe about 6 months ago, but I'm just now getting around to getting it, and I hope you enjoy it. It is this guy right here. Well, that does it for me, and I'll see you next time.